Welcome back. How are we going? I'm absolutely buzzing. Friday afternoon. I'm going to do the intro this afternoon because I'm very, very keen to head out tomorrow. I want to sort of go through what I'm going to be packing tomorrow. I'm going to go through the rod and reel tomorrow when I'm on the water. So tomorrow's plan is just another scouting mission. I'm going to go to some areas that I've fished over the years. I've done really well with the afternoon sea breezes, reasonably well early morning on the first light period. I'm going to actually toss a coin when I get up in the morning. I'm either going to head to a beach that's got some fixed reef, or I'm going to fish another beach that I've actually had a lot of success with, where it has an open beach, but it has a sort of a headland, a point to one side. So I'm just going to show you what I'm going to be repping today. This is new vexed wading bag. I'm going to just put it on, and I'm going to show you how simple you can make your sessions. So this is going to be strapped to me as such. Obviously, I'll have my chest cam on tomorrow as well. But I just wanted to go through what's inside this little Vex wading bag. All I need to bring with me tomorrow. I'm going to keep it very, very simple. We're doing no bait tomorrow as well. So I'll rep out, I'm repping this really cool Vex wading bag. Picked this up from Tackle West probably about a month ago from Aussie Park. I'm just going to show you what I'm bringing tomorrow. And I said tomorrow's just a scouting mission just to see if there's any bait in these areas. If we can pull a few fish. We don't need a feed tomorrow, so it'll purely be catch and release. Maybe a little bit of bait collecting if we need. Now it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets plus the side for your keys and phone as well. So I'm just going to show you sort of what I've got in this bag before we head out tomorrow. Obviously, a really cheap pair of split ring pliers. I don't bring really good quality ones down the water because that doesn't really, for me personally, they will rust, even the stainless steel ones. It's a really cheap pair of split ring pliers. Always have a pair of them in the bag. I've also got a really cheap pair of braid scissors. In case I get busted off, I've got to do another leader knot. So that's in the first little pocket there. We'll put them away. Always bring some leader as well. I'm only going to be running 30 pound. I don't normally run any heavier this time of year, so I've got some leader. But in the front section, I wanted to show you this, how cool this bag is. So in this front section, it's actually got foam cutouts, and you can actually clip your larger stick baits to the foam cutout. So I'm only bringing a couple of 110 shiver sticks, my favourite white glow, and my pink and silver, and I've got a little Samaki one there as well. So in the front section here, really, this bag is really cool. So you've got 2 foam blockouts. You can stick, squid jigs, stick baits if you want. You can also put a tray in there if you want, but I just put a couple of stick baits in there. We'll probably throw them earlier in the morning, and I'll show you what's in the second one. I have got, generally what I'll do as well in this front section is I usually put my keys and wallet if they don't fit, depending on what size your keys and wallet are. This section as well. But in the front section, I've got a couple of larger stick baits. Then in this back section here, this last pocket, I've got my trusty smaller tray, and in this one here, it's got metals, up to 40 grams. It's got some smaller stick baits, some sprats, some shiver sticks as well. It's got some micro jigs, and I'm pretty sure, hopefully, I did pack some leader. I've got to find it, because if I haven't got leader, we're in trouble. Now I've got the leader in this front section here. I've just got a roll of 30 pound supple trays, Black Magic. So as long as I've got the leader, I've got my split ring pliers, I've got my braid scissors, and I'll also chuck in this back section with my tray a pair of pliers for unhooking any fish. But tomorrow's mission, go to some areas I've had a lot of success with over the years. So I'm going to toss a coin when I wake up about 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm either going to go to a fixed reef location. I'm going north the river tomorrow, so I'm actually, that's the reason I'm in the garage is that my beautiful wife, I don't actually have a car that can drive more than about sort of 5 kilometres, so I'm actually quite stuck at the moment to get out of town. So my wife's kindly said, yeah, you can pack the car as long as I don't make it smell like fish. So I'm going to pack this car shortly. I'm going to head up the coast. I'm going to do a couple of these sessions over the next couple of months, just to sort of show areas that I've fished over the years. Obviously I like to fish the afternoon sea breezes, the evening high tides, but I'm going to go tomorrow morning because I can. We're going to go throw some lures. We're going to walk up a beach. So I'll toss a coin in the morning, and I will catch you legends on the chest cam tomorrow, and hopefully we can find some fish, see some cool things, maybe some dolphins, maybe some stingrays, maybe some bust ups, but hopefully you can come along for the ride, and we'll see you shortly. I said these vexed wading bags. I've got another type as well that I haven't actually unpacked yet, so I'm going to get that on the water as well. But this is super light, super compact. And I have been fishing and walking a lot of beaches with a couple of crew, and they've actually had backpacks with backpacks, and they've actually had to physically stop and take them off. This one here, you put it over the shoulders. That's what I like about it. It's so compact, but I can actually unzip, get the next lure out, and I've still, I don't have to actually stop. I can actually walk and undo the bag and unclip and go again. So I said I'll go through the rod tomorrow, the Assassin Affinity 9'6". Absolutely love this casting rod. I'll show you what it's paired up with. We're going to toss a coin in the morning. We will catch you legends on the chest cam tomorrow. Take care. Happy Friday, and we'll see you all soon. You. Good morning, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day. Before I get started, I wanted to thank my beautiful wife again for allowing me to take the vehicle up the coast. I don't actually have a car that's able to travel very fast. I just wanted to thank my beautiful wife and wish her a very happy Valentine's Day as well. Now, I am up at a new location, so I've fished here over the years. I've done really well in the afternoon. I've done really well before first light. So the sun's not ready to peer out yet, but it won't be far. And possibly this morning, I might even move locations. I am going to do a series of heading up and down the coast over the next month or so, just to show, you legends, what you can find off the open beaches, off the beaches with fixed reef structure. As I said, I'm just enjoying a little bit of light as it is still dark, but I've got the chest cam on. I'm going to walk down the beach very shortly. I've got my 9'6" Assassin Affinity rod. I've got my Vex wading bag full of lures, hard bodies, metals, some larger CID stick baits. I'm pretty excited. The wind's pretty strong, probably a moderate east, a little bit stronger than I anticipated, but that's okay. We're going to head down the beach. We're going to throw some lures. As I said, if it is quiet on first sight, we'll probably jump in the car, head to another area and try our luck there. But without further ado, let's get down walking to the beach, and we'll see you on the chest cam very soon. Let's go. You. Good morning, everyone. How are we? It's just that time now of the day. Start casting and then casting again. Very, very calm. A lot of seaweed in the water. But we're here, we're in the water. It's Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day again to everyone and to my beautiful wife at home, which I'll see her shortly. I'm going to start off casting some metals first, just for some casting distance to see if I can locate any schooling fish. I would have expected the herring to be bubbling. I'm around a lot of reef and structure. I'm just walking right to the end now. But I'll do 2 to 3, maybe 4 casts. I've got the 30-gram metal. I am going to put on some shiver sticks, some larger 110s to start with. I'll drop them down to some smaller ones. I've got micro jigs. I've got some soft plastics. I've got a tray of lots of hopes and dreams. But, I'm on the beach. I'm on the water. Certainly can't complain. I'm going to be doing a series now. I want to go up and down the coast. I want to go back to areas that I've had a lot of success over the years, and other areas that probably I've missed a few fish that I should have landed. And just to show a lot of you out there that, there is some good fishing. It's just a lot of time and obviously a lot of casts. So I'm just slowly winding that back in. A couple of little twitches, a couple of little bounces on the bottom, and just being mindful that I am walking to the end where there will be some fixed rock reef structure. So I have got some surface lures with me as well, but very calm. So all we're going to be hoping for this morning is either the seaweed that's banked up here brings in the herring, or that the tailor come around these little headlands for their morning raid. But we'll probably do 2 more casts of this metal, and then we'll do our first lure change. Wind's not too bad. It was probably stronger actually before first light. I'm only going to spend probably an hour here. I might relocate today, otherwise I'll go to another location next weekend. So I haven't got a car that I can actually get very far with, so I'm very lucky and fortunate my wife's kindly lent the car for me this morning so I can get up the coast and have a very quick fish. So I am coming to some fixed reef very shortly, so I've got to be mindful of that. I really just want to hug that fixed structure right on the edge of it and just use that structure, hopefully bring in some fish. I don't really want to lose any lures this morning, but I do have some surface lures as well. And I'll probably go back the other way. There's probably 4 anglers already set up, which is fantastic to see, first thing on a Saturday morning. But around the structure is where I plan to start anyway, just to see if we can find any fish hugging this structure. But I said I'll probably put on the white shiver stick because it's still low light level periods. And then I'll bounce a few more micro jigs. It's a fine line though this time of day. Do you put on the small lures for the herring and risk getting bitten off by a tailor, or do you just try to get a tailor first bite? All right, let's do a lure change. Let's get it. I mean, it's a beautiful morning. Sun hasn't come, over the horizon. But you said with these conditions, all you're really hoping for is that the fish are holding on the structure. We haven't got a sea breeze. We haven't got any swell. Lots of keen anglers out, which is fantastic to see. I've just put on the 30-gram COD cast in deep sprat. There's a massive stingray at my feet. So I'll just keep my toes out of the water. So there is signs of life, but it's very, very calm. So surely we can spin up some herring soon. I still want to go for tailor around this reef here. And as I make my way back to the car, I'll put on some micro jigs, some smaller shiver sticks. But I'm just ripping that sprat over the reef. There's enough water over the reef just to rip that over. Got another angler that's going to come up to me. As I said, you've got to share the beach with other beach users, which is absolutely great to see so many people out. So I'm only going to do 4-5 casts max on each profile, just so I can really cover as many lures as possible. Certainly not expecting any miracles this morning, but I'm very hopeful of some herring at least. A lot of weed here, which should hopefully bring in some bait. So I'm just going to skip that. There's the reef. Just skip that over the top of the reef there. And I'm just going to go just a little bit further to my right on the edge. Probably do 2 more casts with this. And then I've got my pink and silver 110 shiver stick, which I really like. I'll probably throw that out. A couple of slow winds with that. Try the couple, I've already thrown a metal. No interest, no bumps. Just keep mixing it up, changing the speed of the retrievals, changing the profile, changing the colours. Some days they're here, other days they're not. So I have done really well here on an afternoon sea breeze. But again, this morning we've got a sort of gentle to moderate easterly. We've got no swell though, which is not ideal. We'll finish this cast here, then we'll put on a larger profile. We'll just keep alternating between the stick baits and smaller metals and micro jigs. Might put a small micro jig on in a minute to see. Oh, got a bump then. What was that? Oh, I got my first bit of interest then. Just make sure that wasn't a bit of weed on the reef. I wind this in. I'm fairly sure that was a hit. Felt decent. All right, let's have a look. Might go for a lure change now. Yeah, I think that was a hit. Well, it's certainly very quiet. An angler to my right's picked up a nice herring. I've put a micro jig on, but I'm not getting any bumps, any interest. I'm probably going to do one more larger 110 shiver stick in a minute. And then I'm probably going to drop down my lures. But yeah, very quiet this morning. As to be expected. Low tide, low swell, bit of an easterly. I am still fishing around this little bit of reef and structure. A lot of weed as well, a lot of established weed beds. So I was hopeful there'd be something lurking around. I put on the smallest micro jig in this tray, 10 grams, and still no interest. All right, put on the shiver stick and I guess we'll just keep casting. Finally convinced a fish to hit my lure. Just with another angler who's already managed to land a nice little herring. So I put on the trusty CID shiver stick and hopefully we can get this one in. Still going for Taylor, but it's really calm this morning. You know, there's no swell, no southwest winds, but we're on the water, we're having a bit of fun. Let's see if we can get this little scrapper in. A lot of fun on light gear. So I've just got the 11 gram cast in deep silver shiver stick on, and I reckon I've got a nice little feisty herring. It hasn't jumped yet, so we'll see how we go. Finally though, just that took a lot of work. I went through a lot of profiles this morning. I am still going to try to get a Taylor hopefully, but it is very calm this morning. Oh, and it's got some beautiful seaweed with it as well. Lovely bit of lettuce to go with the herring. I'll see if we can get this one in. There is a lot of weed here, but I don't mind that because that brings in the little, you know, microorganisms. See if we can beach it. Lovely herring with a bit of salad to go with it. Come here, buddy. Oh, we got a fish. We'll get the lettuce. We'll get the lettuce off the line. But I am going to still throw for Taylor as well. So just got the assist hooks on this. Made an absolute mess of my line. Come here, buddy. So I'll have to sort that out. There we go. Nice little herring. Go and give it to the other keen angler. You want this one? Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I'll just put it near the bag, eh? Do you want me to chuck it in or? I'll have this next. Just chuck it next to the bag. Yeah, no stress. All right, well, we've got a fish. I'm still going for Taylor, but all good, man, all good. All right, let's have another cast. Beauty. Well, the sun's truly on the water now. Definitely time to leave. Saw some dolphins, which is very, very cool to see. Some whitebait got disturbed just before. But yeah, very, very quiet. Little tentative bite there. Probably was a blowfish, to be honest. Just got the yellow 11 gram shiver stick on. Oh, on the surface. What was that? Wow, see all that whitebait? That's what I'm talking about, all that whitebait. That smashed that on the surface. I don't know what this is. Oh, just walking back to the car. That whitebait, there's so much whitebait off these beaches. That was very cool. See if we can get this thing in. Oh, it's got a spring to its step. Very cool. Look at all the whitebait getting chased. And it threw the hooks, I think. Oh, look at all the whitebait. It's so much whitebait. Oh, got a bit of lettuce. All right, let's have another cast. That was very cool. Oh, there's a lot of white. I've just come across all this whitebait and I've had so many follows. Had this really cool aerial hit and it wasn't a herring. I'm going to say that right now. It wasn't a herring, but there is a lot of whitebait getting chased here. I'm going to just do 2 casts of this yellow shiver stick, really slowly wind it in. And then I might just put on a little 10 gram twisty, a little metal, with some assist hooks, because I don't know what's going on here. I'm trying to leave and there's all this activity all of a sudden. So, oh, it's very cool. Oh, look at the whitebait getting chased. This is incredible. There's so much going on right now. Oh, the whitebait, this is insane. Okay, one more with this yellow shiver stick, and then I reckon I'll rip a little metal across here too. There we can see what's going on. But I cast out this lure quite a fair way. And just as I was about to turn the bail arm, it already got whacked. And I pulled hooks. I don't know what it was. But I reckon. Well, what's this? I don't know. Just tentative bites. It's hard. It's really. I'm trying to get back to the car, and it's all happening. All right, we'll do one more cast, then we'll change lures. Just want to go really, really slow. All right, let's just do one more cast. See what's going on here. Just trying to get back to the car, and all of a sudden all this whitebait's just been schooled up. Certainly quite late in the morning for me. Generally get much better activity. Yeah, I don't know. That aerial hit was quite spectacular actually. Just didn't manage to keep the hooks in. Yeah, I reckon we'll try a little twisty, but I do have to start getting back to the car at some point this morning. My wife needs a car. All right, let's do a twisty. It's going to go really slow, whole way in. All right, let's do a little change quickly. See a lot of anglers packing up now, which is fair enough. You know, he really is that first light bite. I don't know what was going on before. As I was walking back, I am still walking back slowly. A lot of whitebait got disturbed, but that aerial hit I had, I was trying to think what that could have been. It wasn't a herring, and I did manage to actually hook a few herring after that, but obviously pulled hooks right on the shore. I've just put my smallest metal on at the moment, which is the 10 gram. Probably do 2 more of this. I'm just going to alternate, so I'm not staying now. I am walking back to the car slowly. But yeah, that was very cool to see how much whitebait. I just think these fish must be just so well fed. Little hit, little hit. All right. Oh, what's going on? Didn't stay connected again. They're just not committing to the lure. They're just barely nudging it. I was on then for about 10 seconds. All right, we'll do one more with the metal. I might put on the silver 11 gram shiver stick. Certainly not going for anything large now this time of day. So I've still got a little bit of established weed, a couple of broken rocks, but I will be going pretty much into open sand very soon as I walk back to the car. Yeah, said haven't broken any records this morning, but been very cool to see the dolphins and all the whitebait. So that's good. There is bait, which obviously is going to help the larger fish move in. It's really hard to stop casting, I can tell you that. All right, one more. One more. What a beautiful morning though. Walking these beaches. Look forward to picking a new spot. I've got a list of areas that I've fished over the years, and I'm just in the morning flipping a coin and just deciding where to go. I'm not really basing it on conditions as such over the next few weeks, just picking areas and just going out and having a crack throwing lures and seeing what we can find. And I know on one of these mornings it's going to fire, because that's just how it goes, Metro. It's a lot of casts for not a lot of fish, but when you do hit the fish, it's a lot of fun. All right, I reckon let's put on the silver shiver stick. We might try a micro jig on the way back as well, but we've got to get back to the car. All right, well that is an absolute wrap. Still lots of keen anglers, as you can see. Getting a lot of good fish on bait, but I chose to bring down the lures. Missed a lot of fish this morning, only herring. I did have one spectacular topwater strike. I don't know if I've got it on camera yet. I have to go home and have a look. Man, I didn't manage to land it, unfortunately. I'm just gonna go and see what this angler's got. Oh, no, he dropped it. Yeah, definitely a morning of a lot of missed opportunities, but it was very nice to walk another beach that I've been to over the years and had a lot of success. As you can see, lots of keen anglers still having a cast, making the most of this beautiful Saturday morning. Thanks for watching. I think I managed to land one fish this morning, but I'm happy with that. Happy to get out and have a crack. And next week we will venture along the coast again and see what we can find. Until then, take care, tight lines, be kind, and we'll see you out there very soon. Cheers. You.